Hello, Ignacy Portal Games, and we are recording from Portal Games headquarters in Poland, and this is our weekly show. We meet every single Monday at 3 p.m. European time, 9 a.m. Eastern time, and this is a program, a TV show for all the fans of board games. At the very beginning of each show, like the first 5 or 10 minutes, we just interact here on the chat. I check who's with us this day and what's happening. Then after these 5 or 10 minutes, we go to the topic of the week, the most important topic of the week. And today we have a super fun topic because I will discuss 10 or 9 most important features of BoardGameGeek website. So I hope it will be very, very helpful for all of you who struggle sometimes with this website. And then the last part of the show is, of course, epic Q&A. I look at the chat and we discuss and we talk about the soccer, football, comic books, and sometimes the board games as well. So this is like a TV show for everybody who loves fantasy, science fiction, and of course board games. I'm looking at the chat right now. We have a Tropical Penguin. Hello, sir. Hello, Sandra. Ruby says Vienna going to like the best game on the market. Thank you, Ruby, for that. Vienna Connection is my and my friend's new game, Spy Team, Spy Thriller. You are going to be a CIA agent sent to Europe. Lots of fun for everybody who loves novels by Frederick Forsyth, Ken Follett, Tom Clancy. What's happening with the camera? What's happening with the camera? What's happening here? Hello. I know we are live, but hello. Giacomo Malmaci, hello Ignacy, I see you in a good shape today. Yes, I'm in a very good mood, guys. It's 5 days till PortalCon, and finally it will happen. Finally we'll announce these 3 new games, and finally I will be able to share on social media. As you know, I am very active on Twitter and Instagram. I will be able to share all these new prototypes, new games that we have for you. So yes, my energy is going up and up and up. With Marek behind the camera, we are in the office for the past few days, every single day except Sundays, doing overtime during after hours, preparing all these trailers, all these additional content, all these materials for Polish market. For Polish market, be with me. For Polish market, we will announce 12 new games. Mind-blowing, because we get these licenses for Polish market. And for you, for English-speaking audience, for our fans in America and all over the world, we will have 3 new games designed here in-house. I'm very, very proud of that. So yes, I am in a very good mood. Hello, Jeremiah. Hello, David. Hello, Dachioda. Oh my God, Marek, stop with the camera. Here it is. Storage box just arrived. Dachioda says, storage box, my dear friends, this box is amazing, very big but not very heavy because it's empty. It's a storage box for all your cards and tokens and promos for Imperial Settlers. We shipped all the European copies last week. Hello everyone, says SAM003PA. Don, good morning everyone. So pumped for PortalCon, says Dicey Review. Hello Paul, how are you? I'm very pumped as well, and as I said, I hope we will surprise you. I have a test for you. I think, do we have a time yet? Yes, we have a few time. It's not okay. I can try my best. And what's next? Hello, Krzysiek, how are you doing this? And my test for you is today gut feeling test. Are you with me? Gut feeling test. Wait a minute, we have some problems with my microphone. Is it okay? Please do it for me. Like in every single TV show and commercial break. Guys, this is live. This is true live stream from Portal Games offices. We do it for you every Monday. We meet at 3 p.m. Polish time, 9 a.m. Eastern time. Now, what I had a test for you, a gut feeling test, and it says at PortalCon we will announce only 1 new expansion to either Imperial Settlers or Empires of the North. Which one do you think it will be? So it is your gut feeling. Do you think that we have a new expansion for Empires of the North, or we have a new expansion for Imperial Settlers? This is a gut feeling, so you can tell me in the chat what the gut feeling, what you think will happen. The tractor needs to get more screen time. I do agree. Tropical Penguin is our tractor that makes us having more audience, reaches more people because it has so awesome features. So we use it to get more audience. Most important news for Polish fans here. We released just in Poland this week Aquatica from Cosmodrome Games. We have a rights for Polish edition. Dear Portal Games fans, in Netherlands, in Spain, in North America, wherever you're living, this game is mind-blowing. It's amazing. I love it. I have it in my collection. I'm very proud to be a publisher for Polish edition of the game. Please check it out in your language, check it out in your stores, game stores. It's amazing engine building game with a beautiful artwork and very smart rules. So strong recommendation from Ignacy Aquatica. Get it in your edition. This week I also received Imperial Settlers Aufstieg eines Imperius, which is a German edition of Rise of the Empires. It says Immer laufe, laufen means running. Der Zeit, Zeit means time. Haben means have. Viele means many. Große means big. Führer means boss, lord, commander, I don't know. So im Laufe der Zeit haben viele große Führer means in running time have many big commanders. So in the future you can use Google Translate or Ignacy, it will always be funny. So this is Rise of the Empire. Greetings to our friends at Pegasus Spiele. There is an amazing team there. We became friends over the years, so I know them a lot well, and great stuff. Thank you for that. Looking at the chat, Paul thinks we have something new for Empires of the North. Tropical Penguin. No, Egyptians is already announced. Egyptians Kings is already announced. I will have something new, either for Imperial Settlers or Empires of the North. Jeremiah says he likes the tractor. Everybody loves the tractor. Hello, Barolek. Hello. Ruby thinks it will be for Empires of the North. Sam thinks it's for the Empires of the North. James Cartwright, late to the party. Sorry, exactly, James. You asked me if I'm doing this on Sundays. I'm doing it on Mondays, and you are late. Hello. Afternoon, folks, says James. Hello. And Von Rammel. Hello, Ben. Okay, guys. We have, I think the warm-up is done. I think that we have this 5-10 minutes done. I had my question to you, and now we can move on to the topic of the week. So once again, Board Games TV, the thing that we are doing right now, Portal Games Informant works like that. First 5 to 10 minutes, just fooling around, making some fun stuff, random informations, talking with chat, chaos. Ignacy at his best, chaos. Then after these 10 minutes, we go to the serious stuff. We go to the topic of the week, and today I'm gonna discuss 10 most important features at BoardGameGeek website. And then the last 15 minutes of the show is epic Q&A. I'm taking the chat in front of me and just shooting the answers for your questions. So be with me with that. The Robinson Crusoe Voyage of the Beagle, asked Ben. Well, it might be announced at PortalCon, it might not, I don't know. Jeremiah says current expansion for Empires of the North is 7. Imperial Settlers Classic has 7. I feel Imperial Settlers will get another one again. This is bet from Jeremiah, we will see. Hello guys, hello Ruby, hello Lord Vader. Ready with a break? So now it's commercial break, 2 minutes of break. I'm going to move to another room and we'll be ready for topic of the week, top 10 features of BoardGameGeek.
Assume the role of CIA agents first on the scene. Uncover a plot that encompasses 5 European countries. Manage your operatives and resources carefully. Deploy your informants and local support staff. Issue them weapons and money, and gather the reports and analyze data. Visit Vienna, Berlin, Prague, and more. Outsmart your enemy, do whatever it takes. Welcome to the Cold War, agents.
Open if you dare.
I've got some differences. I'm not going to say Tom's wrong. I'm not saying Tom's wrong. Sometimes he is, though. This case, it's just a difference of opinion. We got all these guys. The answer is going to be hard. That's all I got to say. And, So, there we go. Initiative 3. Oh, I forgot that's a 3. Oh, he danced and made that a 3. Dadgummit. Well, I screwed up on that one.
Hello, I'm back. You can still check Portal Games, and it's Portal Games Informa, the weekly show we record every Monday at 3 p.m. Central European Standard Time, and we discuss important industry topics for all the fans of board games. I have with me Cookie Monsters, so he will help me discuss today's topic, and today's topic is 10, to be honest, it will be 9, because Marek just lost one of the assets, so I'm sorry. Remember to blame him in the comments. We will have, instead of 10, we will have 9 best features of a BoardGameGeek website. And BoardGameGeek website is the homepage for everybody who loves board games. If you are in the hobby for some time, or if you're in the hobby for a very, very short time, at some point in your life of the gamer, you will find the BoardGameGeek website, and then you will stay there forever. It's your homepage, it is our page, it is the place where we start the day. The biggest database gathering all the games ever released with all the information about these games. The website has a ton of content created by fans, and this is the power and the strength of the website, that besides having all these amazing features, the most important, it has a content created by the fans, and with so many fans, that's why it is so rich. The recent updates, there's far more than 2 million users on the website, so it is the biggest, by far the biggest site dedicated for board games, run by amazing people who are really passionate for the hobby and do it really, really well, and they are basically run by people who really are passionate for the hobby, and we all love them and thank for the website. So today, top 9 features about BoardGameGeek. What's the number 1? Number 1, similar games. Especially important for you if you are new to the hobby, if you just discovered our hobby, if you went to Target and bought Jaws of the Lion, if you went to Barnes & Nobles and bought Detective, if you went to any random store and find some game, you played it, you loved it, and you said, oh my god, this is amazing. What about other games? Similar games is a feature for you. If you like the Dixit, you will find the Mysterium. If you like Detective, you will find Chronicles of Crime. If you like the Hiroshima Hex, you will find nothing like that. But basically, this part of the website is super helpful for you. If you don't know much yet about the board games, you found one game that you really like and you want to discover more of that type because your wife or husband liked this very much and wanted to do something like that, or because you want to discover more games of this genre, similar games is for you. So you go to BoardGameGeek website, you type in the search the name of the game that you like, and then you go down, you scroll down the screen, and you find the feature similar games: Detective, Chronicles of Crime, Mysterium, and Dixit, etc., etc. Very, very fun and very easy to understand feature for you. It may be the first feature for you to use at BoardGameGeek, and yes, do use it and find another great games for you to discover. Feature number 2. Once again, thinking about the new gamers. If you just discovered our hobby, if you are new to the hobby, if you were always afraid of a BoardGameGeek website, knowing it is so big, so many features, so many sections of this website, and you were always afraid to check it. Hey, this is very simple, and it is so helpful. This is a presentation of the mechanics of the game. So each game has some mechanism, how they work, and you probably heard about these drafting cards, you heard about deck building, you heard about tile lying, you heard about the action selection points, and all these keywords, these magical words that you might not understand yet if you're new to the hobby. And you want to know more, you want to understand what's card drafting, what's this action point selection system, what's this deck building. Very simple. You go to
BoardGameGeek, and you can very easily find the descriptions of all these mechanisms that are used in board games hobby. And what is more, if you scroll a little bit down, as we can see here in the screen, below that you will find the games, the best games, the most popular games that uses this particular mechanism. So once again, a treat for you, an option for you. You like Dixit, you like Carcassonne, you type Carcassonne in the website, you go to the see full profile of the game, so you expand this profile and you will see all the mechanism, all the rules, all these classical engines used in this game, and you will find that Carcassonne, the game Carcassonne, is built from the rules that are called tile laying. So we are putting tiles on the table. You can click this tile laying and see how many other great games in the same genre, with the same mechanisms are out there, and you can start to discover them and find out about other great games quite similar to Carcassonne because of this particular mechanism. It is also very helpful if you play the game and you didn't like it, but there was this one thing that you really loved. You don't like this game, you don't want to have similar games. No, you don't want to play this game, but this one piece of mechanism, this one piece of rules was really exciting. So you go to this website, you type in the name of the game, you find this one mechanic, you click, and you find this mechanic, and then you can find all these games that uses the one that you really like. So this was feature number 2. Learn about our hobby, educate yourself, learn about the mechanism used in the games, and be more aware of the mechanism, and then you will be able to pick the games that you love, you will be able to pick the games that use the mechanism that you like, and you will be able to not buy the games that have these mechanisms that you really hate. Number 3. Number 3 is a rules section. If you are new to the hobby, you may not know that. If you are a long time part of the hobby, you probably heard that I have some reputation, and sections for rules for my games, like First Martians, one day they were on fire because I did some mistakes. Anyway, back to the topic. Rules section is one of the crucial features of BoardGameGeek. Why? Because we play board games. We are at home, we have this rulebook, we have this situation, and the rulebook doesn't explain that, or at least we cannot find the explanation, and we don't know what to do. What we do? We go to BoardGameGeek website, we go to the forums, and as you can see here on the forum, there is this section rules. So on the forums, people are discussing news, they are discussing general things, they are discussing all different things, but there's also the rules section. You type this rules section and you can find all the situations described, discussed, all the problems that other players had here discussed. And what is amazing about BoardGameGeek website and these forums is that in so many questions, designers of the game themselves, or at least publishers of the game themselves, are very active on these forums. And many times you can find a situation that somebody asked a rule question because something was not explained in the rulebook, and the designer of the game personally typed the answer and explained how it works and why there was some not clear answer in the rulebook, etc., etc. So rules section, if you have any doubts, we have you covered. BoardGameGeek have you covered, and is a place for you to ask questions, and is a place for you to find the answer for the questions. What I do personally when I play board games, when I play the board game, after I finish the game for the first time, I go to the forum and check these most popular threads to see which problems people had for this game, and if I played right or maybe I played wrong, and I will learn that from that. So it is also very good for you after your first game. Just double check if you played it right just by checking what's the most popular thing people are making mistake with, thanks to the forum. So this feature of BoardGameGeek, super helpful. I'm there every single time I play a new game. I'm double checking things, I'm double checking the rulings, and thanks for the community for building these forums, for putting answers, for helping us understand how to play the game. That was number 3. Let's move to number 4. And number 4 is a file section, and this is the moment when the community of gamers shines, and is the moment when the owners, the creators of BoardGameGeek had this brilliant idea. Let us give part of this website to fans, and they will make it shine. They will make it amazing. So what happens here is that in this section, you will find not only a PDF version of the rulebook, which might be helpful because maybe there is a game on a pre-order, maybe you are considering buying it but you are not sure. You can go there, find the rulebook, read the rulebook, and you will know if the game sounds interesting. But this is the basic feature, and this is not rocket science. What's interesting here in the files section is that the users, gamers, geeks, players, crazy people put their fan created content. And by that I mean different variants of the game, and there is so many board games that officially have no solo variant, but you go to BoardGameGeek and you find out, hey, somebody created solo variant for this game. For the instance, a new Frontiers released by Portal Games, by Rio Grande Games, New Frontiers, you go to BoardGameGeek, you will find a solo variant. So for many games there are variants that are not official but very interesting, created by the players themselves. What's more, there is so many situations when players put new content like new scenarios. Robinson Crusoe is a highlight here. For Robinson Crusoe there is a dozen of fan-made scenarios, so if you buy Robinson Crusoe board game you will find 6 scenarios in the game, and then you will find 60 scenarios online on this website. If you are playing Narushima Hex, for instance, in the box you will find 4 armies. On BoardGameGeek you will find 50 new armies, because fans are amazing, because fans are crazy, because fans have this dedication to create more and more and more. So files section is a place for you to find variants for the games. It's a place to find the new scenarios, new cards, new ideas, and also tag boxes for the cards and inserts for the cards and all these kinds of things. So files section, if I have a game that I bought, that I played, that I like, I go to the files section and see what community came up with for the game, and I'm always surprised with the creativity of the fans. So that was number, I think, 5 files section, and you can go to number 6. And this is the news. This is for us geeks, industry geeks, who are interested in what happened in the industry, what was announced, what was said by the famous publishers, what was said in the interviews. This is a news section. This is instead of watching CNN, instead of watching Sky News, instead of watching all these TV channels, you can go to the news sections of our hobby. And this is a place where I'm sitting every single day, double checking what's happening, what my friendly competitors announce, what other games were announced, what is coming. So news section every single day. This is my homepage. Every single morning, what's happening in board games industry, and I'm checking the news. It is of course for you geeks, for those people who are interested in this business side of the hobby, who are interested in the new releases of announcements. So not for everybody. I don't think that average gamer who just have like 5 or 10 games at home, he needs to know what's happening in the industry, that he needs to know what's announced. But for all of us crazy dudes, oh my god, this is so exciting. Martin Wallace just announced a new game. Oh my god, this is exciting. PortalCon happening this Saturday, something will be announced, etc, etc. So news, maybe not for everybody who's watching, maybe not for all of you, but if you want to know what's happening in the industry, if you want to be in touch with all these new announcements, a news section on BoardGameGeek, recommended. What's next, sir? And subscribe. And for that we will use this amazing technology of blue screen, green screen, or whatever. Look at this, and we are talking about, I cannot do this. Can I do this? Oh yes. Click, subscribe. So each game on BoardGameGeek, every single game on BoardGameGeek has this feature that you can click once again and subscribe to this game. And what does it mean? Did you wonder ever what does it mean? It means that every single time any type of the content is created for this game, you will get notification. How cool is that? I have subscription for all games I designed. So Robinson Crusoe, Detective, Imperial Settlers, Rattle Battle Grab the Loot, etc, etc. And I'm checking what's happening, and each time there is a new thread on the forum, each time there is a new blog post about this game, each time there is a new photo put by the user, each time there is a new video dedicated to this game, I get my notifications, and I'm checking what you fans of the games are doing with this game. If you have any questions about the rules, if you just posted an amazing photo of the game, if you recorded a review of this game, I will get all these notifications. So now, of course, for me, for the designer of the game, it's very important to know what's happening around the game. But for you, if you love one of your games in your collection, if you love On Mars, if you love 51st State, if you love another game, subscribe to it and be in touch in every single new piece of content that will happen. As I said, new threads on the forum, new pictures, new videos, new blog posts, new files, very important files, and all these things. So subscription, it sounds terrifying maybe you're afraid of clicking that, but please do for 1 or 2 games and you will see you will love it. I use this feature for many games and I'm absolutely delighted, and this is a great time saver for me. So subscription, a very interesting option in BoardGameGeek, and please use it for your beloved games. Third, next feature is a BGG ranking. So there is more than, be with me, more than 20,000 games in this database. All the games ever released in this database. A ton of work to put everything in the database. And you users, and I said there's more than 2 million users of this database, you can pick any of these games and rate it. You played Dixit, you love that, you go to the website, you say 10 out of 10, I loved it. You played the Detective, you had a great time with your friends and family, you click 8, I really liked it. And people are rating these games. You played the Rattle Battle Grab the Loot, you didn't like it that much, 4, maybe 3. People are rating, people are giving their rates. And this amazing engine, this big website, this whatever it is, this monster takes all these ratings, all these numbers that all these 2 million users put into the database, and they combine one big BGG ranking from the number 1, the highest rated game ever, called Gloomhaven, to the least rated game of all time, Tic-Tac-Toe, I think. I'm not sure, but maybe it was for some time. And now, how it helps you? How it helps you? You just entered our hobby, you are discovering this hobby, you are discovering this website, and you think, how I could use this ranking? Why I need this ranking? What it is for? Besides publishers bragging that they have games in very high in the ranking. When I entered hobby many years ago, when I discovered this hobby, and then when I saw many people joining the hobby and discovering it, it was very popular here in Poland that as a quest, as a goal, as a challenge, gamers were trying to play every single game from top 100 of BGG ranking. And it was a very interesting challenge. It was their manifesto, their goal to know what's highest rating games in the industry, what's their opinion about these games, and they played those. Gloomhaven and Puerto Rico and Agricola and Twilight Struggle, etc., Terraforming Mars, Robinson Crusoe also. And after you play these 100 best games, in opinion of geeks, on the planet, you may say, okay, I played many games, I have my taste, and I know now different mechanism, I know different games, different styles. I know that I hate this part of games, this style of games. I really like this one. So you are now educated. You discovered these highest ranked games, and now you have knowledge, and now you know to pursue in which direction, what will be interesting for you, which genres, which types of designers, which publishers are most interesting for you. So this interesting challenge, as I said, it was very popular in Poland back then, and I think it's still very popular. Take this BGG ranking, try these best games on the planet, and now you will know what you like, and you will be able to discover new games. Next, geek lists. This is difficult. So if you are new to the hobby, if you just discovered our hobby, I would say beware that there are geek lists, and in few months you will look at them. At the very beginning, it's quite difficult. What is this? These are the posts, the threads created by the fans, by the geeks, for very different topics, like for really anything they have in mind, and they put in these threads, in this post, new different items. So for example, one of the ideas for the geek list may be the best print and play games on BoardGameGeek, and people are adding the best print and play games. Or a very popular recent days, the most anticipated games of 2021, and people are adding their games and they're voting which games will be the most amazing this year. Which this list makes no sense because I haven't announced my game yet, but well, what can I say? So all these different ideas how we can gather these games in different categories. I myself, for example, I'm subscribed for the geek list that is the best games from Korean designers. I cannot explain why I'm subscribed to this list, but it was interesting for me, and I'm learning about these amazing designs from Korea. So geek list, something for you to discover if you're new to the hobby. If you're already in the hobby for a few months or years, you definitely need to learn more about geek list, because there's really gold there to find. So at every single game page, you can find the geek list dedicated to this game and to different topics. I use it very often, and I really like this. What's next? Collection. The simplest part of the page, and the most crucial for us geeks, because we are crazy. We like to note those things, note down the games we own, the games that we want to buy, wish list, the games that we don't want to play, the games that we already played, the games that we have in collection, the games that we had in collection, the games that we owned and borrowed. All this stupid data that we love to have is a feature collection. So as you can see here on the screen, you can have comments for the game that you have in collection. You can have a rating for the game in your collection. You can, as I said, put the status that you own this game, or you want to buy this game, or you want to trade this game for something else. So this feature and all these different things, I started using this feature many years ago, and then I stopped because I became lazy. So if you find me on BoardGameGeek, and my username is Trzewik, you will find the games that I owned like 15 years ago. Very old thing, but this is also fun because it allows us and me to look at my collection from 15 years ago. Also very interesting. But for all of you who wonder if there is any website that allows you to manage your collection, like IMDb for movies, like all these book pages to make your collection for books, BoardGameGeek has it, and it's amazing. Put all your games that you have, all the games that you want to buy, all the games that you want to try. You can rate them, you can put a comment. Super simple, but I guess a ton of people using this feature, and it's amazing. Do we have anything else? I think so. No, and this is the last one that he lost. So greetings to Marek. Everybody gives a thumbs up for Marek that he lost one of the assets. And the last feature of the show, as planned, was all these other crazy stats. If you go to a website for every single page of BoardGameGeek, you will find there is information on how many people played this particular game this year, how many people played this particular game this month, how many people have this game in collection, and all these other stupid, not necessary data that we can look at. And I don't know why, what for, but it's funny. And that was the last point of the BoardGameGeek feature. As I said, BoardGameGeek website is the biggest website dedicated to board games. It is the best website dedicated to board games. A few months ago, it had a brand new layout to find, to discover that there is a 21st century already, and the website should look like modern websites. So kudos for that. I love BoardGameGeek. I use it every single day. I think that you gamers should use this website, slowly learn all these features, all these interesting options, and it really helps experience the hobby. Learn about the hobby, discover new games, discover new mechanisms, discover answers for your questions in the rules forums, discover new files, new variants, new content created by other users. This is an amazing tool to enjoy our hobby. So I strongly recommend you to check it out, boardgamegeek.com, and slowly, step by step, feature by feature, learn how to operate there and make it comfortable, like at your home, because this is the home for us, for board gamers, and we need to feel comfortable in this website. So don't be afraid of this website. Use it every single day and learn about all of that. And that was my topic of the week, top features of BoardGameGeek website. I hope you find it useful. I hope you find some value in this video. If you did, please give us a thumb up, because we are on YouTube and this is the culture of YouTube. Please subscribe. Please put the bell notification, and please give me a like, so YouTube knows that I'm doing my job well, and YouTube should recommend this to other geeks. So if you find this material interesting, please appreciate that. And your thank you note for me will be this small click on thumb up, and possibly subscribe if you want to have more of these movies in your line for the future. As I said, we record these videos every Monday, 3 p.m. Central European Standard Time and 9 a.m. Eastern Time, so you can be with us in a live stream and discuss with us and be in the chat and have fun. So I hope you will join us every single Monday, as I said, 3 p.m. Central European Standard Time. And now, short commercial break because I need to go back to the other room, and then we will start the epic Q&A. I have a few announcements for you, and I have a few surprises for you, and hopefully you have amazing questions for me. So stay tuned. We see you in a few minutes.
Assume the role of CIA agents first on the scene. Uncover a plot that encompasses 5 European countries. Manage your operatives and resources carefully. Deploy your informants and local support staff. Issue them weapons and money, and gather the reports and analyze data. Visit Vienna, Berlin, Prague, and more. Outsmart your enemy, do whatever it takes. Welcome to the Cold War, agents.
Hello, we are back. And we are back Monday, no longer 3 p.m., but a few minutes later. And we are now in this last section of the show. So this Q&A, epic Q&A. So you shoot questions and I'm answering, and there is no questions. Don't be afraid, I'm prepared. So we will be fine. Looking forward to PortalCon. I appreciate that, James. The PortalCon is happening this Saturday, 9 a.m. in Poland. We're starting the Polish keynotes, but for you in English we will have a keynotes at the same time as this program, so 3 p.m. in Central European Standard Time, and you will have a blast. We will announce 3 new games, and I cannot wait for you to hear about these games. I have a shout out here for the fans. Lord of the Flies, a new scenario on Robinson Crusoe page on BoardGameGeek, so this is a perfect subway from the best features of BoardGameGeek, and you can see, so if you like Robinson Crusoe, if you like this game I designed a few years ago, you can go to BoardGameGeek and find this amazing scenario, Lord of the Flies. I printed it for myself so I can test it one day, and also I printed, and also shout out to designer, Empires of the North, winter scenario, ho ho ho, Christmas coming. I missed that during the Christmas time, but now I printed it. So Empires of the North, Paul, super eager to try it as well. Once again, kudos to fans, kudos to creation, kudos to all the people who love the game and want to put some additional content out of it. I know that we have some pictures. We have pictures of things that I found on BoardGameGeek this week. And we will show them, or you will click here. Oh, made by Christine Wiener. So this is the cute little meeple for Empires of the North. I have 2 messages about this item. One message, it's freaking amazing. Second message, can I get one? So if Christine is watching, kudos, amazing, a lot of talent, and I'd love to have one, please. Yep. Questions: is the Robinson Crusoe HUD promo on the Dice Tower Kickstarter in the treasure chest box? No, James. This is a brand new promo that we designed for Tom and the gang, and it was designed after the production of treasure chest. So this is a brand new thing. Could it be added to the book of adventures? I don't know what. Jeremiah, if you are not making any new content for Cry Havoc, please make a card game based on it, please. Jeremiah, this is a great question because it allows me to explain things, and I appreciate that, so fans can understand and see what's happening. Portal Games no longer has the rights for the Cry Havoc. We signed the contract with the designer, we published the game, it was extremely successful for us, we were very proud of cooperation with Grant Rodick and the rest of the team, but the contract expired. Rights for the game are back in the hands of Grant Rodick. So maybe you will see Cry Havoc published by other publisher. Maybe Grant will publish it by himself. Maybe the game will never be back published. We never know. but Portal Games has no longer rights to do anything with this game. Maybe in the future we'll design a brand new game, brand new area control game or card game, we will never know. But for the Cry Havoc, it is a thing with the contract. We are no longer allowed to do Cry Havoc or Cry Havoc expansions. Why First Martians doesn't get the same love as Robinson Crusoe? Giacombo asked me. Giacombo, most likely because it didn't get the same love from fans as Robinson Crusoe. When First Martian was released, it was a ton of hatred and ton of bad reviews, and everybody said the game is terrible. It's a long story. I could dedicate the whole episode of our show for the game, what happened in 2017, but basically people hated the game, so we decided to no longer support the game because it makes no sense. If people don't like it, why to support? Don't ask how about detective game set in Hiroshima or 51st State. We have a ton of plans to expand the line of detective. We have a ton of plans for standalone games like Vienna Connection on pre-order right now, so maybe one day it will happen. For sure, I can promise you that we will try to surprise you and all our fans with new games and new settings for detective games. That's for sure. How is Stronghold Undead? I need it at my house, said Ben. Ben is an amazing question, and the question is here, so if you can drop by, I can pass it to you. And on a serious note, Stronghold Undead, we are starting shipping European and Polish copies this week because we have it already in our warehouse. And for North America, I'm deeply sorry, but you will have to wait a few more weeks because copies of Stronghold Undead haven't yet reached our warehouse in America. So we already have it in the warehouse in Poland, so we can do delivery for European funds. But North America needs to wait a few more weeks, but it's there. It's already printed, so we are one step closer to that. Questions? Can you tease anything about the game announcements coming at PortalCon? James, absolutely. For our fans who are here with me, at PortalCon, we will announce a game with one of these three themes. I never know how to pronounce the word theme. So theme. This is a difficult word. Anyway, at PortalCon, we will announce a game with one of these three themes, either sport, high fantasy, or cyberpunk. Which one will make you happy the most? This is my question. So this is a spoiler. One of these games we will announce will be either in the theme of sport, either high fantasy, either cyberpunk. So there is a little bit of tease, and you might try to guess which one it is. Robinson Crusoe playmat. Other Portal games have playmats. I saw more and more questions about playmat for Robinson Crusoe coming. So I would say it's not in production right now. It's not in our plans right now. We will not announce it at PortalCon, but guess what? Next year, 2022, is a 10th anniversary of release of Robinson Crusoe. Just saying. All of that above. Any more news on UK shipping? Missed Stronghold Undead on Kickstarter and would I guess get it. Yes, I would love to pick. So for all of you who missed the news, there was a Brexit. And of course, it's a huge mess for all people living in Great Britain. It is a huge mess for us in Europe when we want to reach UK right now. We have amazing fan base in UK. We were at the UK Game Expo many years in a row. Marek was 1 year promoting First Martians. I was there promoting Imperial Settlers. I was there promoting Detective. I was there promoting Imperial Settlers Roll and Ride. We have a great fan base in UK. And we had discussion last week about the situation that we have on pre-order Vienna Connection, and there is so many of you who reached us and asked, we love Detective, we really want to pre-order Vienna Connection, what's happening, how we can do this? And when we discussed that, and this week we'll open a special waiting list for all of you who are from UK, that you will be able to send us email and be on this waiting list, and your copy will be secured. We will not take your money yet. We will just know that you want to secure your copy. And as soon as all this shipping bullshit and all this logistic situation will be solved, we will reach to you and we'll tell you, you secure your copy. Now we are finally able to ship it to you. Do you confirm your order? So yes, we know about our fans in UK. We know that you are fans of our company, and we will not leave you behind, and we will not make it available for everybody except UK. It will not happen. We will have this feature on the website this week. We care for our fans. Whatever happened to Neuroshima Taxi? It just recently came to my radar. Also, how about a Neuroshima Universe area control with minis? Jeremiah, we released indeed Neuroshima Tactics, a miniature board game, in 2011-ish, I would say. 11 or 12. The best miniature game on the planet, in my opinion. Amazing game. But Portal Games was too small back then. We didn't have enough funds to produce the game in the right quality and with the right amount of the new miniatures, new updates, new content like Games Workshop does. And the game finally died. We were not able to support the line with the new products. So it was very sad. We spent so much time testing it, producing it, creating it, and it's a history. I think you can find somewhere PDF rules in English, and you just need to buy on eBay or any other page any miniatures and have fun. It will never become a commercial product again. Facebook, that's amazing, Nase. Great to hear. Thanks. Absolutely, Matthew. As I said, we really care for the people who brought me so many cookies at UK Game Expo. Like I remember Jaffa cakes. I love the stuff, and the first time I visited the UK Game Expo, and the second time, and I had so many cookies. I'm talking too long, I see that, but there is a story. Last year, it was last year, no, it was 2019. Can I have this back, please? Because I need to show it.
Which one?
The back one. I had my suitcase with clothes and stuff, and I had this bag full of cookies from the convention, from UK Game Expo. And you can imagine people at customs at the airport looking at us and me with this whole bag of cookies, and they stopped us. And they were asking us to remove everything, and they were doing this, double checking what the hell is happening, why this dude is bringing from UK the whole bag of different cookies. So this is what Portal Games fans at UK Game Expo made me in trouble. That was ridiculous, that was funny. And I had to explain to the customs that, I have fans, I'm designer, they give me gifts, and these gifts were cookies, and I'm bringing them home, and sorry for confusion. So this is what's happening at UK Game Expo. Will you get enough cookies with Digital PortalCon? We have planned a special action. We will announce it on a Friday for Polish market, so I think I have it covered. I think I will get some cookies. I never forget about this part. Guys, we could chat for a few hours, I guess, but Marek shows me that, boss, it's time to finish, so we will have to finish. Once again, if you like this video, if you like this show, if you think this show is interesting and each Monday we provide interesting content, please consider giving us a thumbs up here on YouTube, because it means a lot to grow the channel. If you want to be in touch with us, please subscribe to the channel and get the notification bell icon, so you will get notifications on your phone when we have a new content for you. And the most important, this Saturday, January 23rd, we have on this very channel amazing keynotes, keynotes with announcements of new games. So if you're a fan, or if you played and liked the Robinson Crusoe, if you liked and played the Imperial Settlers, if you liked Neuroshima Hex, if you like Detective, if you liked any of these games that we are doing here at Portal Games, consider being with us on this very YouTube channel on Saturday, January 23rd, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, 9 a.m. Eastern Time, and I will be doing half an hour keynotes for our fans with announcement of new games, and then we will have additional attractions. We will have our Twitch gang discussing new announcement. We will have, for the first time, public demo, public presentation for the first time of the new expansion for Empires of the North called Egyptian Kings. And you will have a chance to see Paul and David, I think, playing these Egyptian Kings for the first time. Is amazing. And we also we will show you one of the scenarios that will be part of the Book of Adventures, new expansion for Robinson Crusoe, and you will see this new scenario for the first time in public. We show it, and so a lot of attractions. Prepare Saturday, January 23rd. We are preparing for that, and we hope you will be with us this weekend. Thank you for being with us, and please put in the comments below the video. Please put in the comments your ideas for the next movies, what topics you want me to discuss, or what industry news or things or questions you want me to answer, and I will pick the best idea for the topic, and I will record the video, and the person who gave me this best idea, the person who inspired me to make this amazing video, will get this t-shirt created by Mr. Meeple, our friends here from Poland, and it looks amazing. What you see here, because I don't see it, eclipse, sight, kill them all, rising sun, amazing. If you are in heavy metal and if you are in board games, this is t-shirt for you. So please give me below on this video the ideas for the next week video. I will pick the best one and I will record this video, and then you will win this t-shirt. We are shipping worldwide, so don't worry. We are happy to send you. Anyway, see you on Saturday in January on Saturday. It's at 9 a.m. Eastern time.